Most Doors songs, many Doors songs, quite a few Doors songs are known for their organ parts, not their guitar riffs. But sometimes we can express those organ parts in a meaningful way on the guitar, and my thesis today is that Soul Kitchen is one of those times. This video is for my buddy Felipe. Thanks for the great idea, sir. And also, before we get going, I'd like to take a quick moment to thank the following beautiful souls, whose kitchens I know nothing about, for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club. Eric Schuster, Joseph Swam, Chris Saylor, Michael C., and Derek T. Thank you very, 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 very much for your support. And if you would like to find out what that's all about, the link will be in the description. The twangier telly was the choice today. Okay, so one thing we have the opportunity to overcome here is that piano players have up to 10 members in their band, whereas guitar players have only up to 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a single chord and we're going to separate it out into its pieces to make it sound like more than just one thing. You'll see what I mean, but consider your baby F shape. If we put this on frets 5, 6, and 7, that is an A chord because F, G, A, and the A chord is where this all happens. First, pluck your D and your G strings, so D7, G6, and then we're going to reach for B and G, B5, G6, but let's start one fret lower and slide up to where we're supposed to be. And notice that was a grace note, a note that barely happens. You barely hear that lower one, and we are instantly into where we're going to end up. Then reach for your D7 again, and then smush your ring finger down to make an A shape on D, G, B7. That's a D chord because A, B, C, D. And here's our riff. And here's a slight variation on this. I think I like this better. 99 out of 100 people aren't going to notice you're doing anything different, but you'll notice instead of this, start with B and G on 5, and I'm going to hammer, grace note style, up to that G6. So either or, they sound so similar. Anyways, this one's a little kind of stay more in one spot so it looks a little snazzier. Anyways, your choice. You're going to change up what you're doing when the singing comes in, and here's a way to play A7 that you may have never considered before. You place it, you locate it in the same place you'd put your baby F shape, but the shape's a little bit different. So we need the D7, the G6, and the B8. This is an A7 chord, and that's the root note. So wherever you put this shape, what chord you're playing is whatever note that is. Here's an F7, here's a D7. Anyways, starting at A7, and we're going to slide into it again, grace note style again. So start on 6, 5, 7, and then we're going to reach for G and B7. Now the goal here is to go 7, 5, 7. You could slide both ways. That's cool. You could pull off hammer-on. That works. Or you could combine those two ideas for my favorite option, which is the pull-off, slide back up. Here we go. 1, 2. I did it all 3 ways. My favorite way twice. But that's your verse. About halfway through the verse, when the cadence of Jim's vocals, the amount of syllables per measure begins to increase. There's a lot going on here, and my inclination is to kind of take a back seat to him and just retreat to the 2 chords we're really playing, which are A and D, which you can do down here. Or you could use our F shape and our little A shape. Or, if you want to be really fancy, grab a D shape on frets 9 and 10. That's an A chord. And then a tiny F shape on 10, 10, 11. That's a D chord. If you want. And the guitar does do some noodling in this track, so if you want to take a break from the chords for a little while, it's the A minor pentatonic scale in the shape we all know and love. 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. Do your thing in A minor pentatonic. The chorus is a piece of cake. It's when the chords get huge. It's just E, D, E, D, so many times until it's E. And then you're back to... There's that whole verse that's just bass. That's when I definitely chill out. And just with the A and the D, however you want to do them. And those are all the pieces, so go use your earballs and figure out which one goes where, when, or head over to my Patreon page where you will find a playthrough. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.